This is the story of Super Alf. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this. Let's begin now. One morning, Alf discovered Brian looking through a box of old toys. Alf jumped up on the bed.
Let me see! Let me see!
The furry orange alien picked up a comic book.
Super Dude? Who's he?
He's a superhero, Alf. Didn't you have superheroes on Melmac?
Are you kidding? We had the greatest. He could smell a peanut butter cookie in a sardine factory.
After they looked at the comic book together, Alf had an idea.
Hey, Brian, let's play Super Dude. I'll be the hero, of course, and you'll be a child in distress.
Brian headed for the door.
This is gonna be fun. But remember, Alf, we have to stay in the backyard.
Outside, Brian ran to a fence covered with ivy. He loosely wrapped some vines around his wrists.
Help me, Super Dude! I'm being attacked by a vine creature.
Alf leaped off the porch.
Yo, defenseless citizen! I'll save you!
Alf, look out for my bike!
Where? Yikes!
Alf tripped and tumbled to the ground. He lay in a heap unconscious. Brian's teenage sister, Lynn, heard Brian's yell and ran outside. She saw Alf twitch, then open his eyes.
Whoa, what's going on here? Are you kids in danger?
Lynn helped Alf to his feet.
No. Brian and I are just glad you're all right.
All right, of course I am. I'm Super Dude, defender of the defenseless, helper of the helpless.
Brian looked at the alien.
Very funny, Alf. Ha!
Alf stared at the Tanner children.
I'm not joking. I really am Super Dude.
Lynn looked at her brother, then knelt beside Alf.
You're not Super Dude. You're Alf from the planet Melmac. You just bumped your head and can't remember, that's all.
Bumped my head? How'd I do that?
You were trying to save Brian.
See, I told you. I am Super Dude.
Brian put his hand on Alf's shoulder.
Sorry, Alf, but you're not a superhero.
Sure I am. The only thing I'm missing is my costume. How am I supposed to defend the world without my dude suit? I'll just blend in with everyone else.
Lynn stared at the orange alien.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Sorry, kid. No time to chit-chat. I've got a world to save.
A few minutes later, Lynn and Brian found Alf in their parents' bedroom, rummaging through the closet. Alf tossed Kate and Willie's clothes aside.
What, no silk? No satin?
Lynn looked at the clothes on the floor.
What are you doing, Alf? You're creating a mess.
I'm making a new dude suit. Ugh, look at this t-shirt. 50% polyester. It won't look good in the history books, but it'll have to do.
When Alf finished his costume, Brian laughed.
Your cape's dragging on the ground. It's too long.
What do you want? Good looks or good deeds?
Lynn sat Alf down on her parents' bed.
Listen, if you keep thinking you're Super Dude, you'll get in trouble. Someone might see you and call the alien task force.
A hostile planet, huh? Don't worry. Super Dude can handle it.
Flipping his cape, Alf left for the backyard. Lynn and Brian followed him outside. They watched as Alf ran in circles, flapping his arms.
Look! I'm flying!
Brian pointed to Alf's feet.
You're still on the ground, Alf. You don't know how to fly.
I do too. I have lots of special powers. I can prove it.
Lynn thought for a minute.
If you can't prove it, will you admit that you're not Super Dude?
When Alf nodded, Lynn smiled.
Okay, Super Dude. Impress us.
Alf looked around, then scrunched his nose and squinted.
I shall see through a wall.
He pointed next door.
There's a creature wearing a blue dress in that house.
Lynn caught a glimpse of someone pulling down the window shade.
That's Mrs. Achmonic. You saw her through the window.
Hey, it's part of the wall, isn't it?
Brian shook his head.
Come on, Alf. That doesn't prove anything.
I'll show you. I'm going out amongst your people to save a few lives.
Alf marched toward the side gate. As he was about to unlatch it, Lynn tried to stop him.
You can't leave. What if someone sees you?
Alf paused, then pointed.
What's that behind you?
As Lynn and Brian turned around, Alf dashed out the gate. Alf raced down the street to a gas station, where he saw a woman pounding on a soda pop machine.
Oh no! Some crazy person is beating up that defenseless machine. Stop, ruthless scoundrel!
Alf stood on a wall behind her, ready to pounce. Just as the woman turned around, Lynn and Brian ran up and pulled Alf out of sight. Lynn strode up to the puzzled woman.
Excuse me. Do you need help?
The woman explained that she had lost her money in the vending machine, and Lynn offered to give her some change. The woman thanked her, but couldn't resist giving the machine one last kick. Suddenly, it rumbled, and cans of soda began shooting out, scaring everyone off. In the confusion, Alf slipped away.
No need for Super Dude here. That machine can take care of itself.
A few blocks away, Alf spotted a trash collector loading garbage into his truck.
Hey, that guy's stealing someone's stuff.
Alf charged the worker.
Hands off, you scurvy dog!
When the man looked up, his eyes opened wide. He stepped backwards, then jumped in his truck and sped away. Alf ran up to the overturned cans and propped his foot on a broken flower pot.
Victory! No one is a match for Super Dude.
A moment later, Lynn and Brian caught up with Alf and asked him what had happened. He held up a bent picture frame and a deflated inner tube.
I just prevented a robbery. People work long and hard to buy quality stuff like this.
Brian tried to explain.
He was a trash collector, Alf. He gets paid to pick up people's stuff.
Paid to steal? What a wacky planet. You need all the help you can get. Super Dude showed up just in time.
Lynn took Alf by the arm.
Brian and I are going to take you home now, Alf. You don't seem to remember how dangerous it is for you to be out in public.
Ah! I laugh at danger, scoff at trouble, burp at...
We get the idea, Alf.
Brian turned toward home. As he and Lynn led Alf down the sidewalk, they tried to make sure that no one saw them. Suddenly, Alf pointed to some children in a field.
Yo, what's going on over there?
Brian looked across the street.
They're just playing baseball. Maybe they won't notice us if we're careful.
Alf watched the children toss the ball around.
Oh no! It's the egg of a rare Jaffe bird. I'll save him from those brutes.
Alf struggled as Brian and Lynn held him tightly.
Let me go! I have to rescue the little tyke.
Seconds later, a fly ball was hit in their direction, landing just a few feet away. With a burst of energy, Alf broke free and scooped it up.
Don't worry, little Jaffe. You're safe now.
When he looked up, he saw two teams of angry baseball players racing towards him. Alf took off running, with the egg tucked under his arm. Lynn and Brian followed, with the players in hot pursuit. Lynn glanced at Brian.
Now he's really done it. If those kids see Alf up close, they might report him.
As she spoke, Alf tripped on his cape and crashed head over heels into a cluster of trash cans.
Whoa!
When Lynn, Brian, and the players arrived, Alf was sitting on the ground, staring at the ball in his hands. He looked up in surprise when a little girl pointed at him.
Why do you have that big nose and orange hair? Who are you?
Alf stood up and shook the dirt off.
I'm Super Dude, defender of the, helper of, gee, I can't seem to remember.
He suddenly recognized the Tanner children in the crowd.
Yo, Brian, Lynn, what's going on here?
Thinking fast, Brian turned to the other kids.
He's our little brother Alfie. He likes to dress up in his old Halloween costume and pretend he's a creature from outer space.
Alf looked up in indignation.
Halloween costume?
One of the older boys laughed.
You're gonna need a lot better costume than that to fool us, Alfie.
But what about the t-shirt and cape?
The little girl stood with her hands on her hips, still holding a baseball mitt in one hand. Brian put his arm around Alf.
That's his outfit from the year before.
The boy held his glove out.
While you go trick-or-treating, we'd like to play some baseball. Can we have our ball back, please?
Lynn took the ball from Alf and handed it to the boy.
He just got carried away with his imagination. You'll never do it again, will you, Alf? Alfie.
No problem.
Later at home, Alf wasn't sure that being a superhero was such a bad idea.
Maybe I'll try it again sometime. Think of it, Lynn. I've already got the suit, and your planet could sure use the help. You know what they say, justice shall never rest.
What if we give Justice a donut?
Think you can buy me off with food? I suppose I can't defend justice on an empty stomach. Make it jelly.
That was the end of the story. If you'd like to hear it again, just turn the tape over.